put the transmission and the bell housing up in here. Put the bell housing in last night, and as you can see on the fork here, bunch of nice clean metal there, because we grinded it skinnier in order to create some space for that. Sorry, it's starting to get dark. It's not quite dark here, but it's a little too dark for the camera. But now we got some space for that to move. Now obviously it's on the throwout bearing, so it's not going to be moving around. We were trying to make sure that there was some play. So now Skylar is in the process of making a bracket here out of cardboard. Lay it up there, Skylar. Show him how we're doing that there. And then what he's doing is he's making the bracket so that it can hold the slave cylinder, which is going to push right into that little clutch fork, and then we're going to have some clutch power here. And that is how we did it. And that is not done, but show you the process here. Go ahead, Skylar, keep going there. And he's just putting it on the transmission bolts where they go into the bell housing, because this is a push type. The other one was push the other way type, as far as the clutch fork. So that meant that on the V8 T5, alright, first of all, the clutch fork was further out, but by the way it was sitting, the slave cylinder was going to sit over here. And as you can see, that's the header. It's going to blow right into it. So we're going to have issues with that. But now, he's going to be way over here. And the exhaust can go over here. And as you can see, when you put this in, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it's crooked. It's cocked to the right towards the passenger side. But that's what you got to do. Right now, we don't have the drive shaft in, and we don't have the cross member in, so right now it's just kind of sitting here. But we're going to put the jack under it for tonight, give it a little bit of support, and then you know, that's how it goes. So the transmission's in there. Alright, we're not going to worry about a speedometer because we're going to do a what do you call that? One of those Bluetooth or GPS ones or whatever it's called. You know, you can even use your phone or whatever nowadays, actually. But so this is how it's going to go. And as you can see, right here. Sorry, Skylar, but gotta make a video. All right, now this is going at this type of angle. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's like the same angle as my finger's going. Meanwhile, this is what's level. Okay, so what we're going to do is, on the cross member here, sorry, laying on the ground here, on the cross member, we're going to cut this bracket off completely, and then we're going to put the cross member up there, and then we're going to keep cutting and grinding until this fits in the right spot at the right angle to hold the transmission up. So that's going to be our next step after he finishes this up. Okay, so, and then he's going to make a hole in there, and that's where the slave cylinder is going to go through, and then he's going to make 2 bolt holes. So it'll be 2 small holes and a big hole. And we're figuring it out as we go along. So bring on the hate comments. I don't really care, because at the end of the day, this truck's going to run. Not the end of 2 day, but a day, it'll run, and it'll run correctly. Okay, now as you can see, the transmission still lined up in the hole, just cocked to the side a little bit. Okay, that's in 4th gear right now. 4th gear is the 1-to-1 ratio, which will line you up with the same gear ratio as the motor. I actually just learned that yesterday through my buddy Tim, but that is good to know because it makes a hell of a lot easier putting the transmission in. So we just put in the bell housing. That was pretty easy. And there was one of the bolts was really hard to get to. You had to use a regular hand wrench. It seems like you can't get in there, but if you have to use just a regular wrench, and it'll get in there. And then two of us with a jack, and we lifted up the transmission and slowly wiggled it into play. And now we're a step closer. And this motor's ready. I mean, we could already start up the motor if we want, but I'm not really worried about starting it until it's done and we can drive it. It don't mean anything to us. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next, because there will be a video of this thing driving. Thanks for watching.